Hi everybody, Dan Illman, Matt Bernier. The feature race at Los Alamitos on Saturday is for 2-year-old fillies. Let's take a look at the field for race number 8, the Soviet Problem Stakes. We are going 1 mile, and Matt, the number 1, One Fast Broad, has run twice in her career on dirt. She has won both races, and she's run 2 turns pretty well on turf in the past. One Fast Broad, she has credentials.
Yeah, she certainly does. I guess here's the thing. The distance isn't going to be an issue for her. The question is, what do you think of that Golden State Juvenile fillies? I thought it was a disaster. And I don't really want anybody coming out of it. I guess if I had to take one out of it, it would be her, but I would do it reluctantly.
She did beat 3 of these horses in that race. Like you, I thought the Golden State Juvenile fillies was a weak race. I think One Fast Broad even won despite losing a shoe. She just got a great setup. I think that pace is faster than it looks on paper, going 7 furlongs. So One Fast Broad didn't break very well, kind of hopped right in the air in the start, but that was the best thing that happened to her because the pace was solid. She came from the back of the pack. I thought Corey Nakadani made all the right moves after that, and she was able to get it done. She's got to do it around 2 turns. She does have a positive formulator fact. Her trainer, Mick Ruiz, has won with half of his last 8 starters over the past 6 months that won their most recent start. These are dirt races, 487 ROI for One Fast Broad, who should get a solid pace, you would think, one more time in the Soviet Problem. We'll get to the Timeform US Pace Projector in a second, but the Soviet Problem brought to you by DRF Bets. When you sign up right now, $300 is pretty good. DRF.com/fall. Use the promo code FALL300 and start playing the Los Alamitos card on Saturday. Now let's throw up the Timeform Pace Projector because it should work to the favor of the One Fast Broad, who we see perched near the back of the pack. That red bar says it all. A fast pace, the 4-Spice Perfection, one of the horses One Fast Broad beat last time out, might have to deal with several others this time.
Yeah, if you like One Fast Broad, one of the positives is you have all these horses that figure to be forwardly placed, and they're stretching out in distance, going 2 turns for the first time. It's a perfect storm in many ways.
Spice Perfection's going to have to do it, as you said, around 2 turns. She's got bottom on the bottom of her pedigree, but she's by a Speed Stallion and Smiling Tiger, beaten favorite in the Golden State Juvenile fillies. I'm worried about the distance. I'm worried about the pace pressure. Is Me Lucky, the 7 is out there. She won 2 in a row. Especially that win at Los Al, I think, is key.
Absolutely.
Some of these races, I mean, boy, you want a horse for a course. Is Me Lucky was caught up on the pace last time out in the Golden State Juvenile, but I wonder about the distance for her.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think for both of them, the distance is going to be a major question mark. And if you believe that they're both going to be forwardly placed, then, boy, it makes things that much more difficult.
Empress of Love we have out there on the lead. Timeform US does. I'm not sure she's as fast as Is Me Lucky or Spice Perfection or maybe 1 or 2 others. I think she'll sit in 3rd, but even then, you have to wonder if she's good enough.
8 lifetime starts. I mean, what, are we going to see just some sort of market improvement? I can't imagine that. And guess what? 58 buyers not going to get it done.
Bella Style won last time out, but that was a turf race going down the hill at 6.5 furlongs. She drew the far outside post here in this 2-turn test. She might be better on the lawn.
I mean, her 2 dirt races thus far have left quite a bit to be desired.
Pulpit Rider won 2 in a row before the Golden State Juvenile fillies, and then she was no match for One Fast Broad and Spice Perfection, and now the buyers are in decline. Maybe the stretch out's what she's been waiting for?
It's possible. I just kind of wonder if she's just not quite as good as some of these other girls in here.
Let's talk about the number 2. That's My Claw, like the 6 Empress of Love, trained by Gary Sherlock, trying to go turf to dirt. This is a maiden after only 5 starts. She's 30-1 on the morning line for a reason.
Even against this field, this is a big ask.
As we flip through to the second page of the Soviet Problem entries, I do want to talk a little bit about the number 8 Carpathia, and I think this horse is moving the right way for a good trainer in Phil D'Amato. The career debut was at Los Alamitos, but D'Amato isn't really known for having him cranked up to go first time out. She won last time out at Del Mar, and just take a look at this formulator fact, folks. D'Amato over the past 2 years with last out maiden winners on dirt. He's winning at almost a 50% clip with a 350 ROI. This filly's got the right running style. Her buyers are a little bit light, but a 2-year-old can just wake up and get fast in a hurry.
Yeah, and you just look at it. I guess there's a couple of things. I'm torn on her. I don't love her, but at the same time, the way that she finished that most recent run at Del Mar, I think 2 turns is going to be her friend. It's worth noting, though, that day at Del Mar, they had it color-coded as a closer-friendly bias, and she also had a crazy pace to run at, and Drayden Van Dyke was got her under the whip about a half mile to go, so it wasn't the most visually impressive effort, but I think the 2 turn is going to be her friend, which is more than I can say about some of the other girls.
And 12-1 on that formulator fact, not bad at all. Let's take a look at our top selections. Well, we respect what One Fast Broad has done in her short career. We are both in agreement. We don't like the Golden State Juvenile fillies. We don't want anyone coming out of that race. You want the 5 Twisted Rosie, who has won 2 races in a row for an expert trainer in Jeff Bondy.
Yeah, I thought the most recent run was good. That was first time against winners. I know she broke her maiden for 50 in a maiden claimer, but that most recent start, she had a little bit of pace to run at. She was toward the rear. Kent DeSormo kept her out in the clear and said, I think I'm on the best horse. Went on with it, won like a good thing. You had a next out winner, but that not really an impressive number. She came back and won with a 30, but the runner-up came back and by her to 52 in the next start. This filly's a half to Hurricane Lake, who's a solid router. I just kind of feel like the distance is going to be this one's friend. Has the ability to sit kind of mid-pack, I would imagine. And again, if the distance isn't going to be a problem, I'll take a shot with her.
You're going 5, 8, 9, and 1. I like the 9 Neon Gypsy. This horse has only raced once previously on the main track. It was over the Tapeta surface at Golden Gate Fields. I like the way she won that 6 furlong race. Professionally tracking the pace, attacking on the outside, going on to win in solid fashion. They tried a turf route last time out. She was far from embarrassed in that race. Her figures match up. She's lightly raced. I am concerned that this pedigree is more turf and synth than anything else, but I'm not worried about the distance. I like her running style. There's going to be pace. She can park herself 4th or 5th on the outside.
And I have to be honest, I think she's just been facing better horses. Yeah. You know, you look at it, the winner of that last start in that stakes race up at Golden Gate, 70 by her. Next up, the 4th place finisher, 60. 5th place finisher, 65 by her. She just faced better horses. If she can step on the dirt, she's a major player.
She is the only non-Calbred in this race, a daughter of Cal Sire, Square Eddie. I'm going to go 9, 1, 5, and 4 in the Soviet Problem. Again, if you're playing from home, here's the deal for DRF bets. New subscribers, $300 bonus, drf.com/fall, promo code fall300. The Soviet Problem. It should be a good betting race. We're going to try to take down the favorite, the One Fast Broad. Approximate post time 3:58 Pacific. Good luck.